Fly US Airways, US Airways Express, and the go.
Put on your pads. The DC Divas are headed to the playoffs. We'll talk to some Poison and we'll chat with the animal, so stick and stay, because that's next on Sports Plus.
With hundreds of cars at every CarMax store.
Driven by what's inside.
Well, welcome back, everybody, and right now it is my pleasure to welcome on the Plus two members of the DC Divas, Poison Ivy Tillman and Donna, the Animal Wilkinson. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
I'm going to ask you, first of all, how'd you guys get started into this?
They ran tryouts 3 years ago, and we were both on the inaugural season. So we tried out, we're doing all the conditioning and running drills, and I fell in love with it.
You've got to be impressed with how long you've stuck with this, because I'm sure you've seen players come and go, and you guys have been there from the get-go.
Right. Yeah. When we first started out, there were what, 8 teams or 11 teams in the league, and now there are 30 teams.
And there's going to be 4 teams next year.
Right.
That are coming in. Talk about the championship game coming up on Saturday. I know you're pumped about Connecticut. You've been watching game tape for how many days now?
A couple days.
What's that going to be like when you get out there finally?
Oh, we've waited 3 years to make it to the playoffs, so this is the pinnacle of what we've been working so hard for all year round, late nights. This is what we live for right here, the moment to chance to play Connecticut, #1, and then go on to Philly, have a final championship game, then go to Tennessee for the Super Bowl.
And Connecticut used to be in our league the first year.
Sure.
Yeah. And they said that they would have won this year had they still been in our league. So.
Our division.
Yeah, in our division.
So they've been talking smack.
A little bit, yeah.
You guys are not happy with that.
No, of course
not. No, not at all, not at all. What is the feeling like when you get out there on the field? How can you explain it to me? What's it like? You're out there hitting, you're out there doing everything that regular football players would do, but people may not see you that way. But what's that feeling like for you?
For me, it's euphoria, because, I mean, I'm 33 years old. I've watched football all my life and never thought I'd have an opportunity. So when I'm out there, I take advantage of every opportunity. I play, every down like it could be my last, because injuries happen.
Sure. You had 5 stitches in your chin.
Yeah.
And you've had injuries up and down, your fingers and everything.
Yeah, it's football. I mean, we're hitting hard. We're not just out there running around and patting each other. You know?
Let me see your pinkies. If you could see this up close, you can see they're both broken fingers. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So how's the reception been, obviously, just from people from 3 years to now?
We've grown so much. I mean, we started out, you'd looked at us and said, that's a bad high school team.
Sure.
Now we're executing, we're playing, the game's sped up a lot, and I think it's just an exciting game to watch, especially the way we play. We play smash mouth football. We run down people's throats. We tell them where we're going to go, and they still can't stop us.
As far as the reception, we started with like 300 people, 500 people. Now we're up to about 1,200 people, 1,500 people a game. So the word's getting out because, of opportunities like this, which we appreciate.
How important is it for you to get across that, okay, we're women, but we're playing football, so see us as football players when we're going out there and enjoy the games that we're putting out on the field?
I think that's our goal. We want people to come out there and say, this is good football. We enjoy watching these people play, men or women. They're just football players, and that's what we want. And
I would agree with that. I don't like even being compared to, they're not the standard for me.
Sure.
We're setting the standard for other women to come along after us.
And unlike obviously the football players who do it for a living, you guys have jobs. You've got other stuff going on in your lives, and you still got to. And this is, as you know, and as I know, this is a 24-hour-a-day thing. So you've got to find some way to make time work for everything. How are you doing that?
Commitment. Commitment. I get up and go to work. I'm the assistant director of a group home. I work with kids.
Sure.
When I'm done with that, I suit up, go to practice hard. We don't get there and slouch and complain. That's part of the game. We have to practice.
I have it a little bit easier. I'm a wellness consultant, and I work from home. So I go out with clients, and I take care of them. I go to the gym and train, go to my chiropractor, get a massage, whatever I have to do to get healthy.
1,000 yards, you're going to need a lot.
I need a lot, that's true.
What was it like when they told you were the first one to get 1,000 yards and you're out there? Ivy came out, she said, she's the animal.
Yeah.
She's the animal.
Yeah. It was exciting. It felt good, but we lost that game, so it was really you know, hampered by the fact that we lost. If we'd won the game, it would have felt a lot better.
Yeah, bittersweet.
You know, yeah, it felt good to do it, but when you lose, you know, you can't feel the same joy as when you win.
Are you finding out that more and more women are coming out and they're playing because this was their passion, and maybe they thought they couldn't get to play football, like you said before, and now they're out there and they're playing passionately?
Yes.
That's every one of us. This is everyone's dream. You don't commit your entire, you know, weekend, your evenings to playing football if you don't absolutely love the game.
It's got to be. How do your friends feel about it? I'm
They
sure
love
you
it.
have your friends come out. I'm sure they come out and they play. As you can see yourself, look at you knocking guys over, knocking everybody over. It's got to be a great feeling just to do this for your friends.
Right. A lot of my friends come out, and they can't believe that's actually me on the field.
Sure. I'm sure next year you guys get a television deal, they get a cable deal. That's got to be a stepping stone on where you want to be, you know, from 3 years ago you didn't have this. That's
Right.
got to be a great feeling to know that obviously it's going to happen.
Right. One of many stepping stones.
Oh, look at, there you go right there too.
Hitting people.
Hitting people, doing a job out there. That's
right.
That's got to be a special feeling.
It is.
What's it like watching yourself on tape?
It depends. As long as we're in film session and coach isn't critiquing us, it's nice.
Yeah, when coach is on you about everything, you know, we have to take that too.
So now what do you look at when you look at this Connecticut game? You've been looking at game films,
Right.
which is, I'm not sure if you knew in this time in your life you'd be looking at game film. But what are you looking at as you're going into this game on Saturday?
Right. As far as defense, we're looking for what they do. They do a lot of sweeps. They do a lot of pitches, quarterback sneaks. Those are all things that we want to pay attention to. We also look at who their go-to people are.
Sure.
On defense, you know, they were playing a 5-3. So looking at the corners, looking at how our blast, our power football would work against them, seeing how fast they pursue, what back angles are open from, you know, how well they're pursuing the ball. So I guess what anybody would look at when they're watching game film. You know, what is the team doing and how
Do me
are
a
they
favor,
responding?
let everybody know when this game is.
June 28th at
Saturday
Eastern
night.
High School, 7 o'clock. Be there.
You know what? Thank you very much for coming
Thank you.
on the Plus.
Thanks for having
you
us.
again.
Thank you for having
This was
us.
my pleasure. This was my pleasure. Coming up next. Well, let